Hello everyone and welcome to round 3 of the Legend Car E-Series Season 3. We are here at Virginia International Raceway racing on the North Course. Not the full course, but the North Course, a little bit of a shortened version of it, as you could probably see on the thumbnail to the YouTube video, but we will get into that soon with the race info showing it. Got 5 minutes left in our 30-minute practice session, and right now it's Ryan Taborski who tops the timing sheets with a 1:36.6. And Josh Benno in second with Riley Skinner in third. But a little recap of the past 2 rounds. A lot of action we've had. Different winners. I think every race we've had a different winner, which is pretty good. So mixing it up a bit. I'm joined by no one in the commentary box today. It's just by myself. No Tyler Koenig, no anyone yet. But we do have some exciting news to come with Legend Car E-Series that we would like to share soon. We'll get a little teaser of it after race 1. But let's quickly go to an onboard lap of this track with Joshua Benno, our championship leader, who is pretty quick around here, but right now, Ryan top of the sheets. But let's quickly have a look at this hot lap that he has to share with us.
G'day everyone, Joshua Benno here, driver of car number 300 in the Legend Cars E-Series and current championship leader. I'm here to take you around Virginia North Course for round 3 of the Legend Cars E-Series. So we start the lap off, very long straight, start-finish line right at the end, along with the pit exit. Come down to turn 1, 6th gear, braking at about the 1 board. Into third, can be taken in second, but third is ideal for extra traction on the exit, as it's a long right-hander, as you want to slowly squeeze the throttle. Change of direction now with a double left-hander. 4th gear, use the engine brake as much into third. Clip the apex, use all the track on exit. Run it in 3rd gear, keep it in 3rd. Use the curb on the inside and the next one, as we have a very long right-hander here. Short shift into 4th. Slowly squeeze the throttle, watch for oversteer, and then flat out through this little section. Now onto a mini back straight, where usually you'd go straight to do the full course, but we're going to turn right up this extremely high cambered, so straight away off camber corner. Very hard to put the traction down. Now we got this S's section. 4th gear, flat through here, hit the curbs. You want to follow this curb all the way around in 4th gear, and this one as well, just lifting a little bit and following the black line there. Now into this blind hairpin, hard on the brakes, 1 downshift. Downhill on exit, you want to make sure you can take this corner nice flat. Now heading down into the last sequence of corners now, you want to be all over the curbs, 4th gear. Not go too wide here, so you don't compromise the last corner. Should be easy flat with a bit of sliding. And then along the straight now, pulling through the gears. And it will come across the line for a 1:36.9. Thank you for watching.
Thank you to Joshua Benno for that amazing hot lap around here. Let's see if he can put it together like he did in that hot lap for quali, as we're coming to the end of our 30-minute practice session. But let's quickly have a look at the race info, as it's a bit glitched out here. Give me a second. Quickly fix this up. It's very annoying when iRacing does do this, and SDK Gaming. Here we go. Let's have a look at the race info for today's race. Racing at the Virginia International Raceway North Course. As you can see, when we come up through the first couple corners, we take a right that heads into the back section, as we're watching through Cooper Friend and Craig Bond going through right now. 19 degrees air temperature, 39% humidity, partially cloudy with 6 kilometers per hour of wind. It's a 3.62 kilometer track located in USA. But how will the drivers navigate it through racing and in qualifying? We'll see who will come out on top today as we wait for practice session to end, which will be pretty soon. Quickly get my everything back up. Here we go. It's about to end in 30 seconds. Focused on Cooper Friend and Craig Bond right now. let's head over to Drew Gibson. Drew Gibson, 4th place. He's doing really well here. 3/10 off the leading pack, basically, for times, which is really nice from Drew. We saw at the band it was his first going in the Legend Car E Series, going from real life into the sim. But it looks like he's doing well as we've watched him loop it on the exit going onto the main part of the extension. But practice is ended, and we're going to get into qualifying shortly. So, who will come out on top here today? My money right now is on Ryan Taborski, quickest in the practice session. I think it was nearly by 2/10 or maybe under a tenth, but doing well. Ryan Taborski, second time in the Legend Car E Series. He missed out on round 1, came for round 2, done really well, and now he's here for round 3. Will he be able to produce that pace he has shown in the practice as he's the first one to get on the track? Looking for some clean air maybe, as I think he's done those lap times in clean air. So, as we get everything back up and ready to go, get our qualifying mode up, and we see that Ryan Taborski was the first one out on track, then Riley Skinner, then Chase Tippett, then Drew Gibson. But Chase Tippett, I saw that in the background there. I think he's running a new livery compared to his green and black car. Running a different type of livery here, a yellow and black with a little bit of red lining, with a big TFH logo there on the back. But presenting the TFH logo here today on this livery. But we'll head to Ryan Taborski, who's going to be the first one to set a lap time here. We can see what the pace is going to be like straight away on the first lap. Just waiting for them to round every corner. And heading through the last section. Nearly flat out in a Legend car here. Just a little bit of a dab on the brake for the last 2 corners. Then it's flat out through this long right-hander. Be careful not to lose the rear of the car using all the track on exit. Riley Skinner's going to get a good slipstream down this main straight to start his lap. But Ryan Taborski now starts his flying lap here at Virginia. What time will he put on the board? As quickly getting a track map out, because I did forget to. I usually print out track maps to see the corner names, as I don't know them, so I'm just printing out one right now. Right now, Ryan Taborski. Well, there's the first lap times, but that's as soon as they come out of the pit lane since they cross the timing line. So, what will Ryan Taborski do on this lap? Right now, he's got 2 greens, but Riley's got a green and a purple, so I don't know who has the green-purple sector yet. Have to see in a second. Oh, File Explorer is opened on my desktop. Whoopsies. Sorry for that. Quickly bring that off. But yeah, Ryan Taborski rounding the last couple corners now. Where will this time put him? As it's green, green, orange, and then Riley green, purple, orange. But Ryan Taborski will put the time on the table now. And what will the time be? It will be waiting for it to come up, a 1:37.2, and Riley Skinner with a 1:37.2 as well. But using that slipstream hasn't worked out quite as he thought it would, because Ryan's actually quicker than him, being in the cleaner air, as we see Luke Walden ahead coming out of the pit lane. Don't know why there's 2 Legend Car Australia logos in the top right too. Everything's going a bit haywire here. So I'll just have to fix that. Just getting everything good to go. I think there's one more that needs to be sorted out on this. Just quickly figuring it out. Sorry for no commentary yet. Should be fine. Just don't know why it's coming up. But we'll continue here as Ryan Taborski is set to improve once again. Riley Skinner in the tow as well, set to improve on his time. Well, Riley Skinner put a really good time on the board. He has Joshua Benno, though, topped the time sheets when I wasn't looking with 36.9. So Riley Skinner crosses the line. That's a 36.3 with that tow, utilizing it, being 5/10 quicker than Ryan Taborski. Look in the background. Look at this tow train. Josh Benno, Chase Tippett, Maximus Morgan, Cooper Friend as well, hanging in the back there, and the other two that I haven't seen. But Joshua Benno pulling over now. Maximus Morgan is up to the top now. Where does this pace come from Maximus Morgan as he returns to the pits? It's a beautiful lap time. And oh, there's contact on the exit. And he gets back onto the track. It was with Fraser Clegg. Fraser Clegg made it in just for quali, coming back from his job that he does in New Zealand, as he is the only New Zealand driver on the field. But having a bit of contact there with Cooper Friend, James Brett there in the background too. Maximus Morgan, though, a beautiful time that he pulled out there, as he's in the pits now, so I think he actually might be done. He's done the one lap, and hopefully the one lap wonder works. But Riley Skinner, where's Ryan Taborski? Because I know he's getting in the tow of Riley Skinner. Ryan Taborski is. So where can he pull this time? But I don't think he's quite in the tow. He will get it down the main straight though, but he's on orange, so he's not improving. Luke Walden, though, down in 18th right now, it's improving on his lap time, green. He's on the tail of Ryan Taborski, just following in his little slipstream there, I think. Oh, and he spun it out of the last corner. Saw that in the background there. He won't get that lap complete, but we had to chase Tippett as he's down in 16th. He needs to get a lap on the board if he wants to put it somewhere better, because we know he has the pace to show. But where would this time put him? It's in a bit of clean air, but we will see as he crosses the line, waiting for it to actually record, because he wouldn't be doing a 38 flat. In fact, he done a 37 flat, and that puts him in 7th place. People who haven't gone on the track yet for a lap is Connor Peacock, Lockie Platten, Cooper Mitchell, and Nicholas Morgan, but Nicholas Morgan is a spectator in this race. Luke Walden following Chase Tippett now. Maximus Morgan, though, is back on the track. I think he's waiting for his fellow FTA Cooper Mitchell and Elijah Whitfield. Riley Skinner holding with Ryan there, but Ryan Bunt crosses the line. He's got Brannon behind him. Where can Ryan go? Waiting for it to properly record, and he does a 37.9. That puts him in 13th, a second off the pace. Drew Gibson in the background crossing the line. He goes up to 17th spot as out of the first corner as we're spectating. Ryan Bunt has spun, and Ollie Stevens will come around there, as well as Jackson Whitehead, but I don't think they had made any contact there as he gets back to pits real quickly. Does a great job to get out of everyone's way. Riley Skinner on a purple. Ryan Taborski two green and one orange. So where would this put him as Ryan Taborski loses a bit of time out of that last corner? Heading down the main straight. What will the time be for Riley Skinner and Ryan Taborski? They crossed the line. I don't think Riley would have improved, but I think Ryan would have improved. Ryan goes up the 4th for 36.6. There's Maximus Morgan coming back to the pit lane, I believe. So I believe he is done. So right now he is on the pole position. So it was a great lap from Maximus Morgan. He might get his first pole and a first pole for FTA Sim Racing. FTA, I think that's the name. I think that's what their name is. But yeah, as we see, Riley Skinner still towing Ryan Taborski, but Ryan Taborski letting Elijah through. Drew Gibson, though, is on an orange and a green, so he is improving here, getting the toe off Jackson Whitehead. This might put him in a great spot. We saw he got 4th place in quali, or not quali, practice. So can he put it somewhere better as he crosses the line, and that should put him a little bit further up. It's a 37.5, puts him up to 14, so gains 3 spots. So that was pretty good. As I've seen, Jackson Whitehead has missed his braking point, and he's in the wall at first corner. Joshua Beno, though, will he get this lap done? Because, they're all taking the jump because they know qualifying is over. So don't mind this, people, because they know quali's over because of the hard cut and just taking that jump there. So don't mind that. But everyone, doing their little things, crashing out. But I believe it's Maximus Morgan who gets his first pole position for FTA and for the series too. He gets his first ever pole position. So beautiful stuff there from Max. Good on him. And we're going to be heading to racing soon. But to run it through, we'll get the grid up so we can just confirm every single spot. But it is Maximus Morgan who starts on the pole position for FTA Sim Racing. Great job on him. But only edging out Josh Beno, who lines up alongside in second place. Only 0.010 off. That is very close between them as well. The top 4 are covered by under half a tenth. That is very close between them 4. Then it's Ryan Taborski who will line up in 5th with Joseph Parkinson in 6th, pulling out another great qualifying position there, because from the bend, I think he qualified either 7th or 8th, but second time in the series, he's doing well. James Brett lines up in 7th, Ollie Stevenson 8th, Chase Tippett 9th, and Jackson Whitehead in 10th. Lachlan Burke lines up in 11th, coming back to Legend Cars after, I think his last race was at the end of season 1 or the start of season 2. But he lines up in 11th, and Cooper Friend will line up on 12th spot. As we go to the next rows, we've got Ryan Bunt in 13th for Apex Esports League, Drew Gibson in 14th, Elijah in 15th, his home soil here, hoping to put a stamp into the Aussies and show them who's boss, show all of them who's boss, because this is his home turf. George Miles in 16th, Craig Bond 17th, Brandon 18th, Luke Walden 19th, Lockie's 20th, Connor Peacock 21st, and Nicholas Morgan, Colin Palmer, Cooper Mitchell. We don't mind them. We don't mind Nick and Colin because they're spectating. One of them is the safety car. But if we scroll down a little bit more, it's Cooper Mitchell who'll line up on 24th, but it should be 22nd. But waiting for everyone to grid up and get ready for racing today here at Virginia International Raceway. Who will come out on top? It is going to be a close one here. Top 4 who are separated by under half a tenth. It's going to be close between them 4. Who's going to try join on the back with the slipstream? We'll have to see. As we have gone for the roll-up lap here at Virginia, watching everyone leave the pit lane. Josh Beno, second place, Maximus Morgan first. So Max, he's looking to get his first win here today. Can he do it though? That is the question. But going to be a close one here today, everyone. Going to be a really good race, I reckon. We've got, right now, only 19 on the grid. So Lockie, Connor, and Cooper not on the track. Might have missed the start or doing something right now. So only 19 on the grid so far.
Maybe trying to barrel into the side of me on the safety car, please.
Well, we've had a little bit of an incident already.
Nah.
If I'm not warming up the tyres.
No voice chat for future reference here, Chase.
There we go. Right, Riley Skinner doing my work here, the admin work, as I'm the commentator. I could be saying it, but just want to try keep it down. But we are on the back section of the track now. How is this start going to play off? Will we see a safety car straight away?
Yeah, no, I'm plugged my Xbox updating.
Who is going to prevail here at Virginia? Everyone getting their tyres warm, keeping nice and close to the pace car.
Alright, good luck, have fun.
some kind of words of wisdom there from Lachlan Burke. This is going to be a great show here today. Don't go away. Don't look from the screens. We are going to see some legends here at Virginia back on their home soil. They did originate from America, so who is going to prevail? We see the lights at the top. We have to wait for that to go green before they can go. Everyone ready, already on the rears of everyone. So the green will go a little bit late here since the start-finish line is a bit further up. Everyone in ready. Who is going to get the jump? Waiting for the green here at Virginia. Round 3, season 3. It is green flag running. And it looks like Max and Josh Benno, a bit of an even start, but Riley Skinner bumping down into the first corner. Get the leaderboard up now. Seeing everyone line it up into the first corner. A little bit of a lock up there from Chase Tippett in the background. They all make it through cleanly. That's a beautiful start from everyone. I'm very proud of that. They all went like 3 wide into there, and they all kept it clean. But it's Maximus Morgan who leads us away from Riley Skinner in second place. But it looks really well here as Craig Bond in the background is off, but he keeps it and keeps it going just to join back onto the back of the train, but they all make it through cleanly. So that is really good, as you see Joseph a little bit wide there, as well as Lachlan Burke all on the curb, and Joseph Parkinson skating across the track there, and Ollie Stevens is in the wall. Ollie Stevens in the wall. Does he get it back around? As we see, Maximus Morgan is off, and there's a couple people off there. Do they get it back running though? They do. That was very tense there, but Ollie Stevens had a bit of contact there. I don't know who it was with. But Maximus Morgan went from the lead, and now he's back down in, as I try to find it, because he's not on the leaderboard. He's down in 16th. But Riley Skinner continues, because he's in the lead now, and it's Josh Benno in second, Ryan Taborski third, and Chase Tippett in fourth, and he's going to be trying to gain some time on the back of them. Ryan Taborski, though, is going to go to the outside of both of them into the first corner, and he gets the lead, but I believe they're going to be trying to do a bit of toe training there. But let's quickly go look at what happened on that first lap with Ollie Stevens, Maximus Morgan as well in it. So we'll go have a look right now. That's Joseph Parkinson. Here's Ollie Stevens. So what happened here? Cooper Francis. Oh, he blinked out. And then he ended up in the wall. So I believe he might have blinked out and reappeared in front of Cooper Friend. Here's Maximus Morgan's crash. Wait for it there. Yeah, he just spun it on his own. Or did he have a little bit of contact with Riley Skinner? Oh, it's very close.
Safety car, bro. Call a safety car. There's like 4
Holy
cars
shit.
off. 4 or 5 cars.
Sorry, I was on the replay. Sorry. But, okay. Safety car deployed. He'll line up on the exit of T1 and will catch the leader on the exit of T1. But we do get our safety car deployed.
Can't go any tighter around the corner.
But we do get our safety car deployed here at Virginia International Raceway. So safety car deployed. But sorry, that was my bad. I was looking at a different incident. I was on the replay. But we'll try go back and see what happened. It was in Joshua Benner had a crash, but we'll look in the background there. Because Maximus Morgan had another crash. He's down the inside. Does he have an incident up here? Oh, they come together in a weird fashion there. Rejoins back into James Brett. Ollie Steven gets through. But what happened with Joshua Benno's crash? If the camera angle would like to change there. So into the braking zone. Who do you have a... Oh, it was with Chase Tippett. He stopped it and kept it, and then a little bit of contact there. Waiting to rejoin. clips James Brett just a little bit there, but he continues. And the safety car does pick up the leaders. A safety car of Colin Palmer. Colin, you can pick it up to 100 Ks if you want. Just make sure you keep it consistent. But yes, everyone forming up behind the safety car. We can keep it out probably for one more lap. Just make sure everyone gets into it. We'll keep him out there for one more lap. But your order so far is Ryan Taborski, Riley Skinner, Chase Tippett, Fraser Clegg, Lachlan Burke up 6 spots from 11th on the grid. Lines up, well, he's in 5th right now. Elijah Whitfield up 9 spots in 6th spot. Cooper Friend in 7th, George Miles 8th, Luke Walden 9th, and Jackson Whitehead 10th. But Joshua Benno, big name there, down in 15th. He will make it back through, guaranteed. The safety car will definitely come in this lap as everyone is in the train already. In the back, Joseph Parkinson. But I'll get the call out to them soon. So safety car won't peel off now. But I will let them have the call when they come through into the back section. But chaotic start to this race. But also my apologies to the drivers. My apologies to the drivers. After looking at the replay, I didn't see the incidents there. But as soon as he comes for that right-hander, I'm giving them the call already.
After the control line for overtake?
Yes, he cannot overtake before the control line. But also, safety car will be coming in this lap. He will start to go away after the blind hairpin. But Ryan, you will have control of the field. And you can start going whenever you want after the double left-hander before last corner. So Cohen will start peeling away the safety car. Will start peeling away now. Ryan Taborski has control of the field. Ryan, you have control of the field now. Safety car's coming in. So Ryan now has control of the field. When that safety car hits the pit lane, he can go whenever he wants. So I reckon Ryan might leave it a little bit late. Or when will he go? As there's contact with Cooper Friend. And Cooper Friend, I don't know what he's doing. But I don't know what's going on here between everyone. Like, he's gone now, Ryan Taborski. We'll have a look at that soon. But Ryan Taborski now heading down into the first corner. Everyone spreading out, trying to find their positions. Into T1, Riley Skinner looks for the move into the first corner. As we see in the background, I believe there's been a little bit of a crash, or have they kept it all clean? No, they have kept it all clean. Joshua Benno making his way through. He'll be looking for another top 10 finish to keep championship alive. It's Chase Tippett who's actually in second place of the championship, who's now in third place. He's going to be trying to make it back. As we see in the background, Luke Walden's in the wall. A bit of a shunt there, but he'll keep on going. Just looking back, just in case any other crashes happen. Luke Walden continues. Bit of a big shunt into the wall there for him. And heading down into the uphill section. Anyone going to lose the rear through here, like everyone has been doing in this, I believe? No, they all kept it clean. It's just everyone's jostling for position. Because on the leaderboard, when it goes red, green, red, green, it usually indicates someone has spun. But look at this battle train here. Maximus Morgan trying to go around the outside of Ollie Stevens. Ollie Stevens has blinked out, but he's back in now. But this battle train is flaming here. But down the hill now, through the last couple of corners, Ryan Taborski still leads your race. It looks like it's going to be a 7-car train. George Miles just losing a bit. of the train there. But we still have nearly 5 minutes left in this race, 5.5 minutes. Down the main straight, Riley Skinner bump drafting, but Chase Tippett using the double toe is going to take it to the outside. Riley Skinner losing the rear a little bit there, bump drafting, and that's a massive crash on the straight. What on earth has happened there? Chase Tippett involved in it. They keep it going, but what happened? There, Riley Skinner bump drafting Ryan, I believe, turned him on the straight. He keeps it going, though. Riley Skinner will definitely be having a look at that later. Seen in the background there, who's wide? I believe that might be Ollie Stevens, who rejoins the track. See Drew Gibson. Apparently he's got a yellow flag, maybe a slowdown. But it's insane what's going on here. We've seen a bit of shunts, especially down that main straight, into the uphill, turning into the cut through. On the outside, Josh Beno of Craig Bond. Craig Bond trying to make the move, trying to make it stick. Can't get it done, but they're going to hold it side by side through this whole section here. See Ryan Taborski trying to make a move on Chase Tippett there. But look at Josh Beno. He's going to try and make it free wide into here. Thinking of it, but he can't get it done. But with all this battling, they're losing the train ahead. But we head back to the leaders as Riley Skinner leading from, that is Fraser Clegg in second, Lachlan Bird in third, Lachlan Berg, not Bird, in third, and Fraser Clegg has gone to the lead. I believe Riley Skinner he's probably going to be getting a penalty after that, but we'll have to have a look at it soon. But as we see in the background, it's 4 wide heading into the first corner. Joshua Beno on the outside, can he get the move done? Chase Tippett looking up the fronts, doing a great job not to take anyone out there. But look at this between everyone. Insane between all of them here. They're trying to keep it nice and clean. And Joshua Beno, he's trying to make a move. And he's got the doors out there. He goes down the inside of Joseph Parkinson. They're side by side going into the next corner. Joshua Beno losing the positions here that he needs. It gives Ryan Taborski a little bit of a door there. Keep it nice, and there goes Ryan Bunt into the wall, but he keeps it going now. But look at this terrain that we are witnessing here. Just look here, and Ford heard a little bit of a shot, but look at this. This is for, what is it for here? Craig Bond battling for ninth. Trying to hold it here, and as you see, Josh Beno making the move on Maximus Morgan. It's very close between the two. As we see, Ryan Taborski has spun it on his own, but I believe with that damage, it is a bit of a pig to drive. Fraser Clegg, though, is in the lead by a bit. Riley Skinner, I don't know what's happened there. They might have battled a lot, but Lachlan Burke is in second place. Riley Skinner in third, but Fraser Clegg has got the lead that he needs, and I believe no one's going to be in his toe for this. Got a couple laps to go probably soon because we're going to head into 2 minutes left in the race. But here comes Elijah Whitfield, home soil for him. He's going to be looking to try and get a podium for the fellow Americans. But Lachlan Burke, coming back in the legend cars, already to the podium positions, battling it out with Elijah and Riley Skinner. As we see in the background, Joshua Beno is around the outside of Joseph Parkinson. Can he get the move done? Not quite, and now Craig Bond is giving him the challenge. Look at this battle train for second place. Riley Skinner chopping off Elijah there. So a little bit of the front coming up there for Elijah. Lachlan Burke battling it out between Elijah, but he has to back out. George Miles does a great save there to keep it on the track, and Jackson Whitehead gets the move done. But this is a great battle for second place. James Brett in fourth, third place in the championship. Lachlan Burke, though, be looking to try and get a podium. He knows he's in the running for it, and he would want it. Elijah would want one too, being on the home soil here in America. Joshua Beno, though, finding it tough to make it through Joseph and that, but they have been battling the whole time. Craig Bond, though, has a black flag, so I believe he's got to his incident point limit of a 20x. But he will need to serve that drive-through. But heading down the hill into the last couple of corners, I believe the last lap has commenced, so Fraser Clegg will take the flag for the last lap. And we're going to watch this battle for third place between Elijah, James, Lachlan, Jackson on for his first podium too. Into first corner we go. James Brett to the outside of Elijah. Lachlan Burke is on the grass though, trying to overtake Elijah. And Elijah's going to try to send it down the inside. There's a bit of contact between Elijah and James Brett. And now James Brett being tagged from behind by Jackson. So Jackson loses his run. James loses his run too. As we see Chase Tippett in the background, nearly loops it. But we'll keep focusing on this battle for third place. Because Riley Skinner has pulled out of the towing distance. But Lachlan Burke now in third place, with Elijah in fourth, James Brett in fifth. A bit of damage to that car. Heading down the little short back straight as we head into the fast chicanes. Here comes Elijah to the outside of Lachlan Burke as Lachlan Burke is defending hard into here. Will he be able to keep that podium? Yes, and now it's James Brett who wants to have a go at it as he goes down the inside of Elijah, but can he hold it through the fast sweeping chicanes? No, he cannot hold it, but we'll wait to the main straight because that's where it's going to kick off as the toe is going to be massive down there. Fraser Clegg still leading our race comfortably. We'll cut to him soon crossing the line for the finish, but we're going to keep our eye on this battle as James Brett has a run now on Elijah, but he should wait for the main straight as they go side by side through the last two corners. We'll cut to Fraser Clegg real quickly. Fraser Clegg, he's going to cross the line here. The New Zealander is going to win the first race at Virginia, but we'll look in the background with Lachlan Burke and Elijah. But Lachlan Burke looks like they have it, but Elijah and James, as they cross the line, who's it going to be? Will it be James or Elijah? As Jackson might pull out for it, but I believe Elijah... No, it's James who gets fourth place from Elijah. Riley Skinner will finish in second. Forgot to mention him there. Riley Skinner in second. Lachlan Burke in third. Gets his first podium in the first running here. James Brett will finish fourth and Elijah will finish fifth. Big talk though is Joshua Beno finishes down in ninth. So he will be starting ninth in the race coming today. Fraser Clegg. Don't know what he's trying to do there. I think he's trying to pull some doughies off maybe. Yes, some celebration donuts here for Fraser Clegg. I believe that is his first round win. And we're going towards our warm-up now. We'll have a quick look at our results from Heat 1. So our results, Fraser Clegg wins it by 2 seconds after some battling with Riley and Lachlan Burke, but it will be Lachlan Burke who will finish on the podium. Beautiful stuff there from Lachlan. James Brett will finish in fourth after a very close finish with Elijah Whitfield. Jackson Whitehead, best finish in the Legend Car E-Series, finishes in sixth. George Miles in seventh. Joseph Parkinson in eighth. Joshua Beno ninth, the big talk. Championship leader down in ninth, but his championship rival Chase Tippett finishes behind him. But their other championship rival James Brett will be making a couple points back on them. Maximus Morgan in 11th, who started from the pole. Drew Gibson 12th. Cooper Friends 13th. Ollie Stevens 14th. Brandon 15th. Ryan Taborski 16th. Ryan Bunt 17th. Luke Walden 18th. And 19th rounds it out is Craig Bond. So, we're going to cut to our little special surprise that we wanted to show everyone. So we'll cut to that. Oh, I left the safety car on the whole time. Whoops for that. But we're going to cut to our TFH teaser. There's our little teaser that we were talking about at the start of the stream and in driver's briefing. A little bit of a teaser there with TFH and the Legend Car E-Series, but more to come for next round between the two. But as the warm-up is commencing right now, it was a very intense race. Had our first safety car there. A couple more crashes after that. Just people spinning off or getting tagged and just into the wall, but they kept on going. But that was an interesting race there. My apologies though for leaving that safety car up on the whole time. Did not mean to do that. As we watch our safety car on the track do some laps. Also, I'll try fix that legend car in the top right. As we see, the warm-up has finished, and we're going to get to our grid for Heat 2. Grab the grid up right now, and here is our grid for Heat 2. The feature, the main one to win, but still, same amount of points as Heat 1. I will run you through the grid. It's Fraser Clegg on pole position with Riley Skinner in second place, Lachlan Burke in third, James Brett in fourth, Elijah Whitfield in fifth, Jackson Whitehead in sixth place with his best finish yet in the Legend Car E Series. George Miles in seventh, best finish as well. Joseph Parkinson eighth, Joshua Benno ninth, and Chase Tippett in 10th, the two championship rivals. Will they be able to make their way through? Maximus Morgan in 11th. Quick one here. Can he get through the field, though, safely? Drew Gibson in 12th place. Running through everywhere else on the grid, we have Cooper Fred in 13th, Ollie Stevens in 14th. Had a couple incidents in there that probably weren't his fault there. Brannon in 15th, Ryan Taborski in 16th, Ryan Bunt in 17th, Luke Walden in 18th, Craig Bonner in 19th, Colin Palmer in 20th, if we don't mind that because he's a safety car, but we got 19 running as the last four haven't been on the grid. So, the formation lap commences here at Virginia. Fraser Clegg will take us away from the pole position. I believe that was his first win of the season too, after winning that race. So beautiful stuff there from Fraser Clegg, the only New Zealander in the field. 19 on the track again, as the other three or four haven't got on the track. Fraser Clegg warming up those tyres aggressively, trying to get the heat into them for this 20-minute feature. It's going to be intense here, but who's going to come out on top? We saw it was Fraser though who came out on top, but the tow is going to keep everyone in arm's reach. Lachlan Burke in third spot. Can he do anything to get his first win in Legend Car E-Series? James Brett in fourth and Jackson in fifth. Next round we head to is Alton Park. Another free track on the game, so everyone who doesn't pay for a game, for like tracks and everything, they'll be able to do another round if they want. At Alton Park, a UK track. Really nice to race on, and it will be great for some battling. It's a bit tight, but we'll see. Will we get any safety cars for this race? Might get a couple, I reckon. Or just one. But Fraser Clegg leading us for this race start. The safety car will start coming in soon. Warming up those tyres aggressively. And waiting for that green flag to drop for engines start to roar, the revs start rising. But who will take out the feature? Right now, Fraser Clegg leading the meet after winning that. So you're just going to make sure he just finishes consistently to win the meet and bank some championship points. James Brett, though, doing a great job in third place in the championship, banking those points on Josh Benno and Chase after having some unfortunate incidents. But everyone in formation, waiting for the green flag to drop. When will it drop, though? That's the question. Safety cars we see on the left, peeling in. And it is green flag running. The lights are green. And we are racing. And Fraser Clegg gets a great start there. Jackson Whitehead in the background, having a bit of contact with someone. But we're heading down into the first corner. Free wide between nearly everyone into here. Will they all make it clean, though? Looking in the background, Jackson Whitehead, Ryan Bunt has spun in the background. Does he keep it going, though? Yes, he does. Back to the leaders as we see Chase Tippett. I believe that's Chase Tippett again. He's in the wall. But we all keep it nice and even still between the front people. Heading down into the next couple of corners. So a bit of aggression out between everyone. Elbows are out. And Lachlan Burke is on a little bit of a battle there. Ollie Stevens has spun on the racing line. But does he keep it clean? And does he rejoin in front of everyone? No. But heading into the next set of corners, everyone's side by side. And we see Joshua Beno's around again. So he's been tagged once again. Joshua Beno not having a great weekend here in Virginia. He keeps it looped back around and keeps on going. Back to the lead is heading down into the next couple of corners. That blind hairpin, Joseph Parkinson in 4th place. Jackson Whitehead though down the inside of Luke Walden. Can he get the move done? No. Josh Bennett down in 14th now, but he has to utilise the tow from everyone else to try and come back. As we see Brannon in the background had a little bit of a shunt himself, but Fraser Clegg side by side with Riley Skinner down in a T1, and it's James Brett in a 3rd place, who is leeching onto the back soon. As we see he locks up the fronts. Ryan Taborski though down the inside of Elijah. Can he get the move done? No. We see free wide. We saw free wide in the background between Jackson, George, Maximus and Luke. Joshua Beno is in that. Jackson gives George a little bit of a rub there. You see as well in the distance, Craig Bond, bold from him there, but he gets the move down the inside of Elijah. And Ryan Taborski's off himself. He lost the rear. Does he keep it while rejoining back onto the racetrack? Yes, he does. But he's lost the rear going through. See in the background, Luke Walden has spun. Does he collect anyone with him in the distance? So no. Riley Skinner though leads our pack. Joseph Parkinson trying to catch back up. You see Craig Bonner in 5th spot. And we see there's a crash there. It's Jackson Whitehead who's round. And who did he come together with? I believe it might actually have been Josh Beno, who's in the middle of the track. And I'm going to call a safety car there. Safety car deployed. Safety car deployed. Safety car will be coming out of the pit lane and picking up the leaders on the exit of T1. But the safety car has come out. I've seen a bit of a shunt there with Ollie Stevens and Jackson. Ollie lifting that front up. That was a bit of a big shunt there for Ollie Stevens. We'll have a look at that soon when the safety car picks up the leaders. Safety car is waiting on T1. Make sure no overtaking and line up behind the safety car. So,
You're on mute, Ed.
no, but did you hear me before when I was talking about it?
No.
Ah, crap.
We can see the chat that time.
Okay, good.
Aiden, how many laps do we have left of this race?
It's a 20-minute race. You got 16 left. So just say when you come back around and there's like 18 and a half minutes in, you'll probably be on the final lap anyway. Everyone lining up behind the safety car. Once again at Coleman Palmer, our safety car picking up the field. We'll run through the field here as Riley Skinner leads our train and Ollie Stevens had that shunt with Jackson, but we need to see what actually caused it as Jackson went into the pit lane. But we'll have a look at what happened with that. So, heading into the cut through. Oh, he looped it on his own. Joshua Beno has a bit of a contact there, but we rejoins. It's a bit of a dangerous rejoin. Back into Ollie Stevens, and oh, Ollie Stevens just lifting up there. We'll cut that. I want to see his front lift up there. Look at this on the exit. Got a little bit of a slow-mo action here. The front just picking up, and he's all 4 wheels off the ground. That's one for the photos there after the race. but the safety car picking up everyone. Will Ollie Stevens pit for that damage? I think he already has. Just waiting though for Jackson to pick up the safety car, which he has now. So definitely the safety car will be definitely coming in this lap. We'll give him the call at the same spot as last time. Riley Skinner, your race leader, with Fraser Clegg in second and James Brett in third. Had a bit of interesting racing so far. A lot of shunts and a lot of spins. Second safety car of the night coming out. Looks like the safety car nearly lost the rear on his own. But when we get back away racing, we will see how it's going to unfold. Biggest mover in this race though, Craig Bond, from 19th on the grid. So from dead last up the 5th spot. So, safety car will quickly let everyone know. Safety car in this lap. Safety car will be in this lap. He will peel away at the blind hairpin, and Riley, you'll have control of the field after the double left-hander before last corner. So, back to the racing again. Cohen Palmer will peel away soon. Fix that.
Is it no passing before control line?
Yes, no passing before control line. So, safety car peeling away. Now, we will go back racing soon. As the safety car is in the pit lane, I hear him already zooming away. The safety car coming in. I will take this safety car off the screen this time because I forgot to last time. But Riley Skinner, he has control of the field. When will he want to go? That is the question. He'll decide when to go. Whenever he wants. But when will it be? That is the question. And he has gone, and he is racing now. Down to the first corner we go. Riley Skinner has a great jump, and Fraser Clegg's already under pressure, but we see in the background, it's Lachlan Burke who's battling it out here. Cooper Friend, very aggressive down the inside, but we see Josh Benno trying to cut back on Cooper Friend after that little bit of a lock-up moment from Cooper. We're seeing the leaders there, no changing yet, but it's nearly 3 wide heading into the very long left-hander. I haven't printed out the track maps, I don't know the corner names again. But Cooper Friend down the inside of Maximus Morgan, he turns him. And it's Cooper Friend who nearly turns Maximus, but they keep on going. And it's 3 wide, and Chase Tippett has a better contact. But he keeps it. Will he rejoin safely, though? That is the question. Trying to get out of everyone's way. Josh Benno has had another horrible start. And I don't know whose fault it was. And there goes Ryan Bunt, locking up the front and going straight off. As we see in the background, George Miles losing the rear all over the shop. But he keeps it nice and straight, side by side with Cooper Friend. I think it was Maximus Morgan, actually. But into the tight hairpin. Anything down here? Chase Tippett, very aggressive on Drew Gibson, trying to get the move. Drew Gibson gives him a little bit of the door there, saying, no, I'm not letting you pass there. You have to play for it, play hard for it. And the Chase Tippett, though, does it around the outside and then switches to the inside for the last couple of corners. So down the main straight we go, and it's Riley Skinner who leads, and it's Fraser Clegg who's right along his bumper for second place. And down the main straight, James Brett, though, battling with Joseph Craig Bond in the background there. Look at the battling going on here. Ollie Stevens, Chase Tippett. It's 3 wide. Drew Gibson on the inside into the first corner. A little bit of a lock-up from Luke Walden, and Jackson's round. Has he caught Benno, though, in it? No, it's only Jackson who went round. Spun it on his own, or had a little bit of a contact there. But it is very close between everyone. As we see, there's another crash. And that was Maximus Morgan, and he keeps it back running. My goodness, I'm calling another safety car. Safety car deployed, safety car deployed, safety car will be on the exit of T1 once again. And the leader will pick it up. As we saw, there was a massive crash in the background. I couldn't see it properly. George Miles is off. Spinning on his own. Ollie Stevens losing the rear a lot there. I think everyone following by the safety car procedures, which they are. So safety car on the exit of T1 now. We will cut to what happened there, because there was a multi-car pileup. There was a couple people in the wall. Let's have a look what happened here. Here it is. So, play from here. It was actually Maximus Morgan who spun, collected Drew, and then Ollie Stevens, a bit of a bad rejoin up there. I don't know what happened. He came very far to the left. Quickly see this. If we can get a better angle here.
Come
He
on,
goes.
guys.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, what?
They just crashed on the safety car.
So I thought you said come on, right?
What happened?
Guys. I said guys.
Oh, Craig Bond spun it under the safety car. Craig, you'll have to stay at the back.
What about me?
As well as you did get involved, and I'm sorry for that, but you got involved, but it's just how it's going to go for now. So safety car picks everyone up once again. I'll just have to check where everyone is coming out of the pit lane. Ollie Stevens catching to the safety car, but won't come in this lap, waiting for Ollie Stevens to get to the back. So we'll have the safety car out for one more lap.
Cheers, Ryan.
So, Riley Skinner still leads us. Away for the lead. Just trying to figure out this dumb thing in the top right, which is annoying. Don't know why it keeps showing up. Safety car even warming up his tyres too. But yeah, Riley Skinner, first place. He's been holding first for a bit now. Fraser Clegg in second, Joseph in third. But a crash under the safety car, I just don't get how that has happened. With Craig Bond trying to warm up the tyres and spinning it on his own.
Can we increase the safety car speed?
Yeah, Simon, if we don't hurry up.
Yeah, no worries. So Cohen just speed it up a little bit. Probably not too fast, because remember the legend cars can't really get to 200 k's. Safety car will be coming in this lap. He'll peel away at the blind hairpin again, and Riley, you'll have control of the field after the double left-hander to the last corner. So, 5 minutes left in this race. Who is going to get the win? Everyone is going to be full shoulders out, They're going to be barging. They're going to be trying to make their way through, especially Josh Benno. I'm going to turn off this in the top right. A safety car is peeling in. The safety car is coming in. But who is going to win here at Virginia in the feature? We've had 2 safety cars, 3 over the whole race event. But Riley Skinner is the one who controls the field. Will Josh Benno be able to make some moves? He's in 10th, Chase Tippett in 9th. It's going to be close. The safety car is fully into the pits. Riley Skinner has control of the field. When will he go? No one will know. He's warming up his tyres. He's waiting. I reckon he's going to leave it a bit too late. When his car straightens up, you'll know he'll be going. You'll listen to the engines roar, the revs rise. He's waiting. He's waiting late. And now he's gone. Riley Skinner has gone. Riley Skinner, bit of a great gap already. It's only 2/10, but he'll get that slipstream straight back. As we see in the background, James Brett is on the grass from Joseph Parkinson into the first corner. Chase Tippett defending from Josh Benno there. Josh Benno wants to get a move on. He'll probably want to try work together with Chase to make the way through. They're both equally as quick. But through the long left-hander, Riley Skinner still leads us away. Joshua Benno, he needs to make these moves. He wants to keep the championship. In the background, as we see Maximus Morgan. Just be careful as George Miles is round. He's round, but he keeps it going. But Chase Tippett battling with Josh Benno. They should just keep it nice and clean and try to catch ahead. I don't know why they're not working together, but it's just how they want to play it. As we see, he lets Chase Tippett by Josh Benno because he does want to get back up to that front. But look at this. It's a top 4 train. Well, it's actually 6, and it is going to be... I'm not saying the other word, not making a joke there, but the 7th one is coming into the train. So, we can't really take our eye off this lead battle. It is going to be down to the wire between all of these 7 cars and onto the main straight. Fraser Clegg in the slipstream of Riley Skinner. There goes Parkinson to the outside. Joseph is going to get maybe 2 here to the outside. Fraser Clegg trying to give the bump draft into the first corner. They're 3 wide. Fraser Clegg to the inside. James Brett trying to get it to the inside too to follow Fraser Clegg through. Joseph hung out to dry in the outside. He loses a spot to Elijah. As we see in the background, Craig Bond is wide with Ollie Stevens. They continue going. But back to the leaders. And James Brett still battling it out with Elijah. And there goes Joseph down the inside now. Of Ryan Taborski, will try and get down the inside of Elijah first. And we see Chase Tippett is on the back of Lachlan Burke as well as Josh Benno. And we see the leaders now, Riley Skinner and Fraser Clegg. Riley Skinner to the inside, going into the cut-through section. We see Ryan Taborski, he's wide, and Ryan Taborski's off. I think he's had a bit of contact maybe with Joseph or Elijah. He's off, but he'll get back on. And we see in the background, Cooper Friend has a bit of a half spin, but he keeps it going. Riley Skinner, though, still leading away. And we see in the background someone has spun. And I believe it's Ollie Stevens. Gets it back round, though. We cut back to the leaders. Next lap is the last lap. Who is going to win it? It's a 4-way train if James can just get that toe and stay in it, as well as Joseph. Joseph is going to be a bit of aggressive here. Down the main straight, we head on to the last lap of the race here at Virginia International Raceway, round 3 of the Legend Car E-Series in Season 3. Here goes Fraser Clegg to the inside. James Ray, we see him coming in like a torpedo because of that slipstream. Into T1. Where can he make the move? Fraser Clegg still battling it out with Riley Skinner. Will he let it happen down the inside? Will he try to fight it? He doesn't. And James Brett now is through to the inside. As you see in the background, it's 3 wide nearly with Elijah, Josh Benno and Chase Tippett. But James Brett couldn't get the move done to Chase Tippett and Elijah. Josh Benno trying to get it down the inside, but Lachlan Burke's back through. Back to the leaders. Fraser Clegg still leading. Lachlan Burke down the inside in the background of Elijah Whitfield. Joshua Benno trying to make his way through because Chase Tippett's making his way through now. But this is still the last lap. But where will Riley think of the move? Will he wait for the main straight? I think James will wait for the main straight too. And Joseph, we might get a 4 wide finish. Seeing the background, Elijah, Chase Tippett, but Chase Tippett, who leads out of it, Joshua Beno trying to make some moves. Fraser Clegg, will he be able to get 2 for 2 here at Virginia? He'll get a 200 points here if he wins this race. 100 from the first one, and can he get 100 from this one? It looks like a beautiful line from Fraser Clegg. He pulls a little bit of a gap, but will it be enough? Or will Riley, or even James, or even Joseph, the 4, who will get it? Round the last corner and down the main straight. This is the big one here. This is for it all. Who's going to get it? Will it be Fraser Clegg? Fraser Clegg, he has won it. Fraser Clegg goes 2 for 2, and he gets it. Here at Virginia, Riley Skinner will finish second, and James Brett will finish in third. Gets a beautiful podium there, and some celebratory crashes for Fraser Clegg. A big shun into the wall. They're all doing it at first corner. Holy crap. There's Ryan Saborski. But Fraser Clegg does it 2 for 2 here at Virginia, and Ollie Stevens watching across the line down 16th. Not be happy after that one. But Joseph, he does well to get 4th place here at Virginia. So let's have a look at our results here for Virginia. And it is Fraser Clegg who is your winner and round winner, finishing first in Heat 1 and first in Heat 2, the feature. I've actually got the wrong results up here. Let me get it. Here we go, feature results. Fraser Clegg, 2 for 2, finishes in third. Riley Skinner in second place. James Brett in third, gets his third podium of the season. Joseph Parkinson in fourth. Elijah Whitfield in 5. Home soil here, gets an outstanding P5. Joshua Beno in 6, does a great recovery though to get in to 6. But he chased Tippett down to 16th, so he's had a bit of a shunt, I think, with someone, because I was seeing him up in 5th. But Jackson Whitehead in 7th, Lachlan Burke in 8th, Drew Gibson in 9th, Ryan Taborski 10th, Max 11th, Brandon 12th, Ryan Bunt 13th, Luke Walden 14th, Ollie Stevens 15th, Chase 16th. Then it goes George, Cooper, Craig, who round out the last few on the grid. So, right now we've got, oh crap, might want to do that. We've got our Heat 1 winner, and basically Heat 1 and Heat 2 winner. We've got second place in here. Just waiting for third, just need to get James Brett. Oh, you are. Oh, it was Colin. I thought I saw Colin. So we'll just get these interviews right away. So we'll start off with third place, James Brett. This is your third podium of the season. How was that? How did it feel out there? Looked a bit chaotic, but how was it? Yeah, I saw. Well, no, I didn't really see anything, but what's it called? How did you avoid? I saw you were in a couple crashes, definitely in Heat 1. What was going through your mind after some of those spins and crashes you were involved in? Yeah, good job, James. Good luck for Alton Park next week. Now we'll go with second place. He's been on the podium before. He missed out at the bend, but he's here back on the podium once again. Riley Skinner, how are you feeling after that feature race? Yeah, no worries. Well, good luck for Alton Park. Now, the winner, he won both races. Fraser Clegg, the New Zealander. How are you feeling after those 2 race wins? Yeah, well, I'm gonna have fun with 20 incidents probably, looking in the flipping or reports channel. Yeah, I reckon it was a bombshell in there. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, sorry for that first safety car there. I was looking at replays and I hear Ollie over the radio and I look back and I'm like, oh, uh-oh, I might need to call one. But yeah, that second race was chaotic. But yeah, good luck, Fraser, for Alton Park. Hope to see you there next week. Stay in here. I want to talk to you after. Both of you. I do. But yeah, thank you for watching here at Legend Cars E Series Season 3, Round 3 at Virginia International Raceway. Hope to see you watching at Alton Park and hopefully see some more numbers. Also, that little teaser we had, it will be coming out next round. See you then.